Hello, this is Richard Buck, and this is a video on how to use philpapers.org to do research for philosophical essays. So I'm already at the website, philpapers.org, and when you get to the website, you see at the top a search box. You see links where you can browse the various categories. These are disciplines of philosophy for which articles have been published and that are archived here. Various journals, you can submit entries, that's probably less applicable. What we're going to use this for is searching for papers on particular topics. So I already began a search for, let's say you're writing a paper on the death penalty. So you would type in death penalty here and you'd come to this screen. And so here you have a list of articles that are written about various aspects of the death penalty. Now, death penalty is a very broad topic, so you can also try to narrow your search a bit. But if you just typed in death penalty, here's what you would get. And if you look at the first article, if you click on the top link, which is the title of the article, what you get is a screen which shows first an abstract, and that explains to you, it's a summary of the argument of the article. Then you see the keywords, the categories, options for what you can do from this page. Find the article on Google Scholar. Some of these are for the actual authors of the papers. They can edit the record if they wish. But if you go back to the page on which the article appeared, notice if you scroll down, you see direct download. Now, if you click on this, what opens in this case is an actual copy of the article. So this is because Mount St. Mary's University has a subscription to Res Publica, and you can actually look at the article or print off a copy of the article right here. You wouldn't have to request it through interlibrary loan or go to the library and find a copy of the journal and Xerox the article from the journal. You can just print it from here or read it from here. Now, it depends on the article, but there are some articles, many articles, for which you can get direct access to the article just by clicking on direct download. This was the second one. This is from a journal called Kantian Review. We also have a subscription to that journal, and that's why you're able to get access to it immediately. But for some, depending on the journal, again, you'd have to, if you click on direct download, you might just get an abstract. For example, Human Rights Review. Here you get an abstract to the article. You can always check by going to the library's homepage. So if we went to the library's homepage, I have this bookmarked in my browser, and you wanted to see, well, I clicked on that article from the Human Rights Review. Let me get back to that. I want to know if we have the Human Rights Review in, if we have a copy of either hard copy at Mount St. Mary's University or whether we can get direct access to a copy of the article through the Mounts library. So you go to the library website and go under databases and click on Journal Finder, and then just type a search, Human Rights Review. And make sure you spell it correctly. That always helps. And then click on search. Turns out we have this. Now, when you find a journal, it's most often the case that when we have a subscription to the journal, there's a blackout period of a year. So for example, you would not be able to get anything from most of the journals we have subscriptions to, anything published in 2017, from January 2017 until now, and anything published between June of 2016 and now, because it's typically a year blackout where you can't get access to the article. So you'd have to go back and see where this, what year the article was published. So this is 2008. We should be able to get this. So you can click on Human Rights Review, and you need to put in your Mount username, your Mount password. That's the password you use to access your email. And for students, it would be not MS Mary, it would be Mount. And then you log in, and here you see the years of articles from that journal, which we can get access to. If you click on 2008, if you go back to the site, this tells us it was published in October of 2008. It tells you that it is volume 10, issue 1 in the page numbers. Go back here. So This is volume 10, issue 1. It's actually looks like it's 2009. And let's see if it's there. The abolition of the death penalty. And there it is in Rwanda. So now we have, it turns out, a PDF full text. Click on that link, and there's the article. So philpapers.org is a very useful source because it covers nearly every area, really all areas of philosophy, and it's constantly being updated with articles that have just been published. So even if you can't get access to the article directly, you can request it through interlibrary loan through our library's website. And you can certainly get all the bibliographic information that you need for the article from this site. So it's really a very helpful site through which you can do research. Now, one other site where you can do research for your papers, and many of you have probably used this already. I'm just going to get back to the library's main page, is the Philosopher's Index. So if you go to databases A to Z, type on P, you see Philosopher's Index with full text. Click on that link. And again, you have a search box. And you can search really any, we'll go with stick with our example of the death penalty. Try not to type faster than you actually can. Click on search. And this is a very helpful database because it actually tells you directly, if you look at the first entry here, mastery over time of the other, this says you can request this item through interlibrary loan. If you click on this link, it takes you right to the interlibrary loan page. It's very, very useful. Scroll down and you can see that Lex Talionis article on the Lex Talionis is actually available through PDF full text. So the Philosopher's Index is very helpful because it tells you right away whether you can get this item immediately or whether you need to request the item through interlibrary loan. If you request an article through interlibrary loan, typically within a week to 2 weeks, it arrives in your email inbox, or you'll get a message indicating that the article is available. There'll be a passcode for you, a link to click on. You click on the link, you enter your passcode, and the article is right there for you. So it's very useful. So that's the Philosopher's Index. Other helpful sites are Google Scholar, not Google, but Google Scholar, where you just, again, type in the main search box, the topic that you want to do research on. But really, these are the three: the philpapers.org, the Philosopher's Index, and Google Scholar are the main places to do research for philosophy papers. Hope this video has been helpful, and good luck with your research projects.